My name is Laura Potts. I'm a poet from West Yorkshire. Looking back, I think my introversion stemmed from the conditions of my own childhood. I'm an only child, and I spent a lot of time, as only children do, entertaining themselves when their parents were busy. And that was the lifestyle that I came to know very intimately, spending a lot of time alone. And it's quite a big shock when you go into the wide world where there are all these social networks around you and you're a tiny dot in the middle that feels quite lost and alone. I think at my lowest point I developed quite severe anxiety, to the point where I developed a bit of a stammer and I couldn't make eye contact and I had visible shakes. Even doing the simplest tasks like washing up, I'd be shaking when I was doing it. And in your mind you feel trapped because you know that it's only in your own head. That's why you feel this way. It's difficult to describe it to people that have never been there. But it got to the point where the presence of someone walking in a room or brushing past me or just saying good morning, it felt like a very real verbal threat in the way that it compromised me as a person, because I didn't want to talk, I didn't want to be with these people, and I felt somehow forced to take part in what they wanted me to take part in. And the anxiety did manifest over a while, and it affected me in various ways. Eating, that became a bit of an issue at one point. Feeling generally depressed, that was a big issue. It's very difficult to go through every day wanting to be alone but yet despising being alone. My mum and dad have always supported me, and I had a gift of a teacher when I was about 17, an English teacher who really did encourage me. And I think she saw that I struggled in various mental and personal ways, but she really recognised my writing. I guess art gives me a voice that I feel I don't have in real time, in face-to-face conversation. That's why I started writing in the first place, because it gave me a level of social ability that I didn't feel I could access. So when I was 21, I was a university dropout, and I really had no idea what to do with my life or what to do on a daily basis. And I applied for something called the BBC Verb New Voices scheme, which is a mentorship programme from the BBC, and it gives you the chance to write for radio. And I was lucky enough to be one of 3 writers selected last year. So the scheme is a collaboration between the BBC, New Writing North, the Alvin Foundation and the Writing Squad, and they give you professional mentorship from professionals in the BBC offices, and you write a piece for radio, whether that's poetry, a play, a radio drama, and they will broadcast it. Luckily for me, I was broadcast live. I think a big thing was just having the recognition of the New Voices scheme. So the mentors believed in me as a writer. They saw that there was something interesting in my voice, and that gave me lots of confidence that someone out there wasn't just hearing me, they were listening to me as well. And it was support that I gained from them over a period of 12 months, so they really did believe in me, and they kept me on the scheme, and it was very reassuring that someone was actually listening. So as part of the New Voices programme, I had the chance to perform at the Contain Strong Language Festival in Hull, which is the City of Culture, and that was my showcase. The BBC introduced me as one of their new voices, and that was in front of a hall full of people. I mean, as a writer, it's something that you're expected to do, and it is something that I'd done, but I'd never done it with the same level of confidence. A big reason I started writing was that the blank page in front of you, will always be more appealing. I'm much less judgmental than a person's face. And I think that's the reason why the faces of people became much more difficult for me to confront than the blank page. My day job, I am a receptionist / secretary, and it's perfect in that it affords me the time to write. I don't think I could have always been a secretary. It does involve a lot of communication, and it is still something that is probably my weakness in one way, but I've definitely improved. I'm definitely more confident speaking to people, and I actually enjoy it more as well.